mom's going to be fired for this. And,
What is up, internet world, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're bringing the 911 Dakar. This is the most popular Porsche on Instagram in the last 3 weeks. Everybody's talking about it. The off-road crazy Dakar 911, because of course they won the Dakar Rallye. But Lambo also has a competitor. It's called the Cerato. The question is, would you buy this or would you buy the Lambo Cerato? I know what I'm buying. This thing, it's crazy. These rims and tires, the fact that this has the knobbiest tires is wild. The fact on the inside, this looks like a GT3 RS. It's only a 2-seater. There is no seats in the back, unless of course you like dogs. Little tiny dogs that you want to put in the back. Super cool, man, super cool. One of the signature pieces of this Dakar is this red tow hook. They have it in the front and they have it from the back. If you see this red hook on any 911 and you don't know 911s, you know now that this is from the Dakar. And then check out this hood. This is from a GT3. Woo-hoo, fancy. Cool, man. This is so cool to look at. Just look at this thing from afar. It's so high. It does have raising suspension, so it actually raises and lowers based on the drivetrain you're going to approach to. In a 911. Look at the tires on this 911. They have Scorpion all-terrain tires. They have huge knobs designed for basically gravel, dirt, and of course sand. So all my boys in Dubai, this is what you're gonna buy. But there's only 2,500 of them, so I'm not sure if you can get your hands on one. The closest comparison I can put to the Dakar is like the Audi all-road. It has all this cladding around, all this plastic, durable cladding all around the car, designed when it throws up gravel or dirt, it doesn't damage the paint. So under the hood, it makes 473 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. It has a top speed of 240 kilometers an hour. Not that it can't do more, it's because the tires are only rated to that speed, otherwise it'll blow up. It does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, which is still a monster when it comes to any sort of 0 to 60 times. It is obviously still a 911, but it's just designed to be more of an off-road specialty car. And again, they're only making 2,500, so we'll see if you get your hands on one. And if you do, please let me know, because I would love to review it by actually driving it. One of the most unique pieces about the Dakar is the fact you can put a tent on the top of the roof. And because you need power when you're in your tent, you have one of these. Yeah, power on the roof. Crazy. I'm gonna dust my feet and get in this bucket seat. Bucket seat, baby. Bucket seat. Now I'm in these bucket seats and they have 911 right here on the crested headrest. They're all carbon fiber, they're very stiff, very solid, and they hold me in. They do have an electronic button that I can press on the left side that raises the seat up, but it's manual adjustment to go back and forth, and there is no recline feature. Imagine jumping dunes in this thing, in this seat, your back would be broken. It's crazy. Anyways, looking at the dash, it pretty much looks the exact same as a regular 911, with the exception of some Dakar pieces like this, 911 Dakar, and because there's 2,500 of them, it says 000 of 25. Now on the screen, it has a tack right in the middle. On the left side, it has a silhouette of a 911. On the right side, it says 911 Dakar. Now the one extra feature this does have, besides being able to raise the suspension, is the fact that it has a rally mode, and that lets 20% of the stability program kind of slide, so you can basically power drift and slide. Now in Canada, we get a ton of snow. Usually when you drive a 911, you want to avoid the curbs. But in this thing, I'm gonna hit every curb I can possibly do. But this thing costs a lot of money, so maybe not. Everything in the center console is exactly the same as the 911. So if you're used to driving a 911, it even says 911 here, you'll be used to the Dakar. There's no extra button here that pops up when I'm looking at it. Obviously there's no sunroof, it's just all suede and nice and fancy. or Alcantara as they call it. The steering wheel is from a 911. It has the center 12 o'clock. It's fancy and suede. And everything else basically feels like a 911 with the exception of the look on the outside and the fact that there's no back seats. I would have thought they would have put a cross brace going across the back just to make it a little bit more special. There's a few Dakar pieces in here, but not enough to really pop when I was thinking about it. It's the outside that they're primarily focusing on. And how about the center console? How much storage do you have? Well, not a whole lot. It has this little thing here, but maybe this is pre-prod, so they don't have a wireless charger. There are 2 USB-Cs. There's a cup holder right here, and basically no storage of anything. Yep. So if you want to store stuff, good luck. There's nothing in here to store. But hey, maybe it's a specialty car and you're not doing it. So on the dash, you have your button where you can raise and lower your suspension. You have your exhaust, your 4-ways, stability program, and then your PDCC. Underneath that, you have your vents. Again, because this is pre-pod or pre-production, this probably will be filled up with stuff. Another nice touch on the dash is that they've matched the paint color on this trim all the way across, and they have the inlay of this stainless steel, this brushed aluminum looking stainless steel product. But it's cool because it comes all the way down. And I didn't notice it at first, but when the doors open, I can clearly see that this matches the paint color on the outside. Sick! I'm gonna pop the trunk and check this out. Look at these fans, that's awesome. And the detail of the 911, this is money. For those that are curious on what the Dakar costs, it has a starting price of $247,200. And if you want the Rallye design package, that costs an extra $32,490. So you're well into almost $400,000 Canadian with the luxury tax. Our government, seriously. So Porsche says there's only 2,500s right now, but if these things sell like crazy based on customer reaction, they might make more. Thanks for watching.